Hello, my name is John Lee and I'm the NC3 coordinator for the Tennessee Colleges of Applied Technology. I'm an industrial technical trainer for corporations and colleges throughout the country. And I'm here today to talk to you about why torque should matter to you. Have you ever been in an automotive dealership to have your tires rotated and see a technician use a gun similar to this to reinstall the lug nuts on your wheel? What if I told you that technician should just put the gun to your head and pull the trigger? Taxes are something that we also all face. And I also have seen American taxpayers lose $3.4 billion due to one small issue with torque. Technicians all over the country in thousands of applications are not using proper torque equipment and procedures that they are designed to use by the engineers. A government incident report stated that loss of property, money, and even life due to these factors is increasing throughout the nation. The Federation of Defense and Corporate Counsel received a report on August of 2013, the liability of sudden failure on the highway, a case in point by Robert Briggs III and Stephen Warner. The report stated that 85% of all wheel-off issues are due to under or over torque situations. These situations cause lost work time, permanent disabilities, and even death. Now, I would like to put you in a couple of scenarios today to show you what kind of incidents you may face as a citizen. Let's say that you're standing in an automotive dealership watching as the technician is installing the wheels on your vehicle. Your little girl in your arms as the technician installs the wheels with an electric impact similar to the one that I have in my hand. These impacts are capable of producing up to 500 foot-pounds of torque. Most lug nuts on today's vehicles torque at less than 100 foot-pounds. As the technician installs the lugs with this impact, the one thing that you should be aware of is he's been using an impact for 2 days on the same battery. These guns work on electric power. As power decreases, the torque output of the gun itself decreases. The technician reaches, let's say, 35 foot-pounds of torque. You load your family up and head down the road. As you turn onto the road, the lug nuts separate from the studs, causing the wheel to fall off, and you skid to a stop. Luckily, everyone's okay, and the only loss is the damage due to your vehicle. This is what we call a near-miss incident. Now, let me put you back at the window in a different scenario. This time, the technician is using an impact gun similar to the one that I have in my hand that is air-powered. These guns are capable of producing up to 700 foot-pounds of torque, and it has a constant supply pressure. Now the technician installs the lug nuts and tightens them up. We definitely do not have an under torque situation here because the gun is capable of producing up to 700 foot-pounds. The issue caused here is over torque and may not rear its head for weeks or even months to come. The studs that are on your vehicle have now entered what we call the plastic phase of tightening. The studs are stretched and minute fractures occur inside each and every stud on your vehicle. As you impact potholes, debris, and rough road surfaces, those fractures begin to grow. You're traveling down the interstate one night along with your family at 70 miles an hour when you hit what may be the final pothole of your life. The studs fracture and the wheel leaves the vehicle at 70 miles an hour. Can you see the issues that it would cause? Can you see the destruction and devastation that is happening all over our country today? These issues have to be stopped. But not only in the automotive industry are we seeing issues similar to this. In 2011, the United States Air Force lost a drone, a drastic and devastating event, costing American taxpayers $3.4 billion due to the fact that a single connector was under-torqued on the drone. Pages 12 and 15 of the Air Force Board Report TN 04-2017 stated that this connector should have been torqued between 7 and 12 inch-pounds. The technician failed to do the job, and the drone was lost, and the taxpayers paid the price, you and I today. The United States Air Force saw the issues, and in this very report decided to fix the problem. They stated that better training for their technicians and better written procedures to ensure that the technicians follow the design procedures set out by the engineers. In conclusion, over torque and under torque are causing loss of property, money, and even life across the United States. In order for us to ensure that this process stops, we have to take action similar to that of the Air Force. First, instructors like myself and all those others across the country have to stress to our new students and up-and-coming technicians how important a torque wrench is and how important it is that we follow the procedures that the engineers lay out for us. But I want to start with you because I'm concerned for you today. You, as a consumer, should always inspect the paperwork that comes to you from your car dealership. Read over the paperwork. The technician should always list the procedure, torque the lug nuts in a star pattern to ensure that the wheel is seated properly on the vehicle, and use a torque wrench to ensure that the proper torque setting that the engineer designed has been laid out and completed. Then the technician should write those procedures on the repair order that is in turn returned to you as the customer. You should in turn read that paperwork and ask questions to ensure that procedures have been followed properly. Take the gun away from your head, and let's ensure that we teach our technicians how to do things properly, and we ensure that the public is educated in the areas that they should be educated in to correct our issue. Thank you.